The summary of Leading Change, brought to you by Click-Through College. In the pulsating world of global business, Leading Change, by John P. Kotter has become a guiding beacon. Through this compelling narrative, Kotter presents an 8-step process for managing change with positive results. Our story unfolds in MetroCorp, a traditional Fortune 500 company grappling with the fast-paced nature of the 21st century business landscape. Their structures were rigid, their workforce dispirited, and their market share dwindling. The protagonist, John Patterson, is an ambitious executive, freshly appointed as CEO. He carries in his heart a vision of radical transformation. But how? He found the answer in Kotter's Leading Change. Step 1. Create a sense of urgency. As the new CEO of MetroCorp, John Patterson found himself confronting a pressing situation. The company was trapped in a downward spiral, with revenues dropping, market share evaporating, and employee morale sinking like a stone. He knew the first step towards reversing the trend was to create a sense of urgency. He had to shatter the complacency cocooning the boardroom. Preparing himself with a wealth of hard facts and fortified by a conviction that bordered on audacity, Patterson presented his case to the board. His report was incisive and stark, laying bare the uncomfortable realities. The graphs and numbers he displayed were not just statistics but glaring signposts of the predicament the company was in. The revenues were in a freefall, market share was being ceded to competition with alarming regularity, and perhaps most tellingly, employee morale had hit rock bottom. But it wasn't just the data that shook the board. It was Patterson's impassioned plea for change that stirred them. His voice, brimming with an urgency that echoed the company's dire straits, held a powerful sway. He conveyed not just the starkness of their situation, but also the dire consequences of inertia. His presentation was a wake-up call, a catalyst that sowed the seeds of realization among the board members. It was no longer business as usual, the need for change was urgent. With this, Patterson successfully achieved the first crucial step towards leading change at MetroCorp. Step 2. Form a powerful coalition. Recognizing that change was not a solo mission, Patterson undertook the pivotal task of forming a coalition. Handpicking individuals from every organizational level, he created a diverse team with a shared conviction for change. This change coalition, as it came to be known, represented the multifaceted perspectives necessary for transformation. Selected not just for their roles or expertise, but their commitment to change, they stood ready to propel MetroCorp's transformation. This unified team, driven by collective strength and common purpose, illustrated Patterson's strategy to drive change effectively. Step 3. Create a vision for change. In the third stage of transformation, Patterson and his coalition set their sights on crafting a compelling vision. They envisaged a leaner, agile, and more customer-focused MetroCorp. This vision wasn't merely a conceptual image, but a concrete, strategic guide that pointed towards their shared objective. It served as the North Star, shedding light on their path and shaping the direction of their transformative journey. With this clear vision, they had a vivid, shared goal to strive towards. Step 4. Communicate the vision. Once a compelling vision was set, Patterson moved on to the fourth critical step, communicating this vision. He recognized the immense power of clear and consistent communication in aligning the entire organization towards their shared goal. The coalition adopted a varied and innovative approach to communication, becoming the heralds of the vision within the company. They exploited all available avenues: large town halls where the vision was shared with the entire organization, emails that disseminated the details, newsletters that provided regular updates, and even informal conversations around water coolers. The strategy was to weave the vision into the organization's everyday discourse. The vision wasn't just spoken about in board meetings. It was discussed, questioned, and internalized at every level of the company. Through relentless and consistent communication, they ensured that every employee, irrespective of their position, understood and connected with the transformative vision for MetroCorp. Step 5. Remove obstacles. Navigating to the fifth step, Patterson faced considerable resistance, especially from the entrenched old guard. Several department heads, set in their traditional ways, became significant roadblocks, casting a shadow on the transformation efforts. Patterson knew he had to remove these obstacles to keep the momentum of change unimpeded. His approach was as pragmatic as it was firm. For those willing to adapt but lacking the necessary skills, He organized retraining programs, helping them to align with the new vision. For those amenable to change but ill-fitted in their current roles, he found new assignments that better suited their competencies. However, for those persistently resistant to change, he made tough decisions, including replacing them when necessary. Patterson's approach was never about creating villains but about prioritizing the greater good. His decisive actions sent a clear message across the organization. The transformation journey of Metrocorp was serious, and nothing could stand in its way. Step 6. Create short-term wins. Moving to the sixth step, Patterson focused on creating short-term wins. Understanding the motivational power of success, he set achievable targets that, once met, would inspire the workforce. These immediate victories, such as increased sales or improved customer satisfaction, served as positive reinforcement. They not only enhanced morale but also fortified belief in the change process, demonstrating that the new vision was not just aspirational, but achievable and beneficial. Step 7. Build on the change. Step 7 in Patterson's journey was to build on the change. Celebrating the short-term wins was important, but Patterson and his coalition knew they were not the final destination. They resisted the temptation to rest on their laurels, realizing that transformation was an ongoing journey, not a one-time sprint. Instead of merely basking in the glow of these wins, they meticulously analyzed each success. They sought to understand what elements contributed to these victories and where they could make improvements. What strategies worked? Where did they falter? What could be done better next time? They turned each win into a learning opportunity. This careful analysis enabled them to continually refine their approach, honing strategies and tactics to optimize results. The victories served as stepping stones, propelling them further down the path of change. This iterative process ensured that change wasn't just an isolated event but an enduring feature of Metrocorp's new identity. Step 8. Anchor the changes in corporate culture. The final step in Patterson's transformation journey was to anchor the changes in Metrocorp's corporate culture. Recognizing that change is not sustainable unless it becomes part of the organization's very DNA, Patterson embarked on embedding the new practices into Metrocorp's culture. He started with revising performance metrics, ensuring they reflected the company's new ethos. The measures of success were no longer tied solely to financial gains but included agility, customer focus, and innovative thinking. Simultaneously, processes were redesigned, stripping away bureaucratic red tape and fostering a culture of nimbleness and efficiency. Patterson also revamped the leadership development programs, cultivating leaders who embodied and propagated the new values. These systemic changes permeated all levels of the organization, gradually transforming the way people worked and thought. The new ethos became ingrained in Metrocorp's culture, making the new ways of working the norm, thereby ensuring the sustainability of the change. 2 years passed. The transformation was nothing short of phenomenal. Metrocorp rose like a phoenix, resilient and reinvigorated, shaking off its antiquated shackles to become a dynamic, agile player in the industry. Employee morale soared as they reveled in the company's newfound success, and the stakeholders applauded Patterson's audacious change management. The tale of Patterson and Metrocorp is not merely a corporate fable. It is a testament to Kotter's wisdom, showcasing how structured, thoughtful, and persistent application of his 8-step process can lead an organization out of stagnation and towards vibrant success. As the narrative of "Leading Change" unfolds, it leaves readers with a profound understanding of this process, inspiring leaders to navigate their own change journeys with newfound confidence and clarity. The summary of "Leading Change"